It's these niggas out here, man, that signed up bogus as hell. You know what I'm saying? They done signed on the dotted line, foul
Right.
as fuck. And first time some bullshit happened, niggas can't even do 2 years out here. Niggas is telling over community pussy. Pardon my language, I'm sorry, but niggas in the streets in 2023, 22, 21, niggas is telling over community. Like, they not going to jail over that. Like, over a girl that's fucking this homie when he ain't around and the other bro and this and that. They not going to jail over that. And like, it's a sad sight to see. Like, the generation I was brought up in, man, it was way more loyalty than that. I don't know. I don't know if we feared the repercussions. I don't know what it was, but we definitely had way more loyalty to the game and to, you know what I'm saying, what we was actually out here doing, because we knew we was out here doing wrong. How the fuck do you know you out here doing wrong and you willing to tell some shit because you get caught doing wrong? That don't make no sense. And anybody that bag individuals like that is just crazy mentally, because if they'll do it to them, they'll do it to you. A person like that, you just can't trust, period, because they're putting themselves and their well-being above right and wrong. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And when a motherfucker do that, no, you saying you untouchable. No, hell no. It's a right and wrong in this world.
That's the most dangerous type of person to have around. Most dangerous type of person to trust with any type of information. Most dangerous person. Like, I understand why they used to just take them out back in the day. And I don't know why. I mean, I'm not gonna advocate for violence, but some of the things that these guys are doing is real wrong, man. And it's creeping really into this industry. Like Boston Richey, that shit right there was crazy. Like, he made good music. That song with Future, hard as hell. That's a big club song. You got that video, he 15, 20 minutes just giving it all up, offering information. What else can I tell you, officer? What else
Not
can I tell you?
15, 20 minutes.
Man, it probably longer than that.
Oh my
You know
God.
how them investigations be.
Man, they are, yeah, them bitches go for days sometimes, definitely hours and hours on hand. That's a definite tenfold. So y'all only got a little bit of the footage.
The man made good music too, man. Yeah, but I can't even listen to it because I'm like, man, this shit dangerous. This nigga dangerous. I don't know. They talking about doing a rat tour. Charleston White talking about getting all
that shit. That shit was
all
so
the snitch
motherfucking
rappers
funny,
together.
man.
They really set it up, man. They supposed to be doing, well, they said something about New York, but but Charleston White didn't want to do it because they wouldn't no security agree to do it with them.
How long did people really think that Charleston White wave was gonna last? They didn't let this crackhead dude really get some money off them believing what the fuck he's saying when he don't mean nothing he's saying besides protecting himself, the first law of nature. That's the only thing that they really mean. If you come bringing them bodily harm, he got it. He because he a nigga streets, and whether he like his beliefs or not, he's gonna protect himself. He got that motherfucking piece on him. All that other stuff that man talking so foul and phony and made for TV. You know what I'm saying? Just for the ratings, for the money, and America bought into that. They bought into that. Now that man on national TV threatening motherfuckers and this and that, and think he gonna be able to just come to their city and the police gonna stand behind him while he threaten motherfuckers, bodily harm and all. Like, bro, is you serious? What world you live in? My nigga, what world you live in?
These niggas be worse than the gangsters. They be gangster rats. The gangster rats is the lowest form of life. You worse than the gangsters, nigga. The gangsters gonna keep it solid. You worse than the gangsters. You gonna, oh man, I can't.
This dude, like in real life, flat loud, like I can't make this up. I'ma call you a bitch and I'ma say fuck your baby and your daughter could eat a dick. I'ma tell you this, but you can't do nothing to me because I'ma call the police and they gonna lock you up. My nigga, I'ma hurt you with these bare hands. And that little time that they think they gonna lock a motherfucker up for that assault, come to Chicago with that shit, because Chicago ain't playing that. That little assault and battery in Chicago, nigga, ain't nothing. That's absolutely shit, nigga. So you gonna get a well whooped ass, my nigga, and a motherfucker
You can
gonna be
get
at
beat up
home
real
chilling,
good.
talking about that shit, bro. Cause
He can get beat up real
ain't
good.
no way this way that's flying. I don't even
My
know how the
thing
South
is,
going for it.
why do you think he got so much of a following still? Because I look at some of his new
Because
videos
you gotta
still that he'll put
understand
out, and
though.
there's so many people like, yeah, we behind that, we behind that. But he said some of the
Because
most
he was
craziest
saying
things out his
when
mouth.
he started off, though, he was saying some of the realest shit ever wrote just from a different point of view. Like, man, like standing behind the babies getting killed, this stuff in the streets and shit. All street niggas and real niggas supposed to stand behind that. Ain't nobody supposed to be harvesting no baby murders or none of that. A nigga ain't even supposed to have to tell, nigga. You know that shit all the way wrong, nigga. What the fuck you doing? Turn yourself in or do what you got to do. But like ain't no still hanging out or no, bro. Like it's lines you cross that should never be crossed. So he got on by talking about real topics, you know what I'm saying? But as long as he was able to open his mouth, which is really with anybody, you know, the fool will come up out of it, the stupid will come up out of it. And they didn't gave him a platform where he could talk as much as he want. And now the fool that came out of his mouth. Now the stupid that came out of his mouth. Now you can see that this man can't even think past go. As educated as this man is, he's one of the dumbest people I've ever met in my life. It's not hard to be educated when you like spent your life in and out of jail because that's like one of the first things you doing that. So that's not hard. You know what
The
I'm saying?
man, the man is he'll call out some rappers, he'll disrespect people's mamas and all of that. But if anybody try to take him to account for what he's saying and for his actions, then his first mindset is to call the police and not stand up for this shit that he's saying and just slither out the situation. That shit dangerous.
No,
That
it's
shit
what's
dangerous.
dangerous. What's dangerous is this man really signed on the dotted line to be a target for the rest of his life because he really never had shit and wanted something in this life and in this world in the United States of America that's supposed to be the land of the free. And this is the only way that this recovering addict, crackhead, you know what I'm saying, failure of an individual, because he ain't never did nothing else notable about nothing. You know what I'm saying? But this the only way this man has ever been able to live a life and find his own identity, have some money where now, you know what I'm saying, a person can really see who you really is. Because when you have money to be able to do what you can do and every day of this or that, then people know who you really is. And when you're in a fucked up situation in life, this or that, no one really knows who you really are because you're not even the person that you're supposed to be. You feel what I'm saying? You're not at the level you're supposed to be. You're not the person you're supposed to be. So they're only going to get so much off you at that point. But when you stable and got stability and some money behind you and all of that, then you're letting out the person that you really are to the whole world. You feel what I'm saying? That's how I view that. You know what I'm saying? Somebody would have to chime in and tell me that I'm looking at that wrong or give me another point of view and we could, you know what I'm saying, really we could really debate this or we could talk about
It's
this. But
it's a whole lot to that Charleston cat, man. He he dropping rap songs where he dissing people. Come on, man.
I can't listen, I cannot get past the point where he
You
think
can't make a snitch genre.
society I can't get past the point where he thinks society will allow him to say fuck their daughters and they hope people get raped or this or that and think nothing's gonna happen to him. I can't get past that point that he thinks society gonna stand behind that. Because my nigga, you can't say that nowhere around us in Chicago. Man, we wish your ass would. That's on everything I love. Bro, you getting stomped in the concrete. You're gonna be the color. You're gonna be part of that pavement when they done with you, man. Talking about, man, you hope they babies get raped and fuck they daughter and kids and all that. Ain't nobody living like that. Like I said, man, they bagged a clown. They put money behind a clown.
Big time. Big time. That's gonna be the biggest mistake, man. And I mean, I don't see how the people ain't realized it.
That's
He
why he
all around
sneak in
clown.
and out of where he go. He sneak in and out of where he go, but then he get on the internet talking tough like he bout that. The man wear hoodies and cover his face and sneak in and out of people's towns. Then try and shoot some footage and shit. Then get back to safety and get to talking tough. What?
Hop on interviews, pulling out guns and things
Say
like
what?
that. That man, wow.
And then
Wow.
if anybody paying attention, if y'all really think the police and the feds ain't just use that man to hang him out there to dry, y'all crazy. Because if they didn't, why would they be kicking in his door off rumors? Why would they be locking him up and kicking in his door and searching his crib off rumors if they had that man back? Y'all got to use y'all brains sometime in this world.
He did get raided, didn't he? He got raided by the
FBI. Recently, a
Recently?
couple days ago.
Okay. So that really happened, or was it cap? That really happened?
It really happened. It really happened. And the man talking about thank the officers and shit because they let him get in the back of the car without handcuffing them. Nigga, that ain't no motherfucking privilege. All right, you got a couple million viewers, or you got some hunkies but that ain't no privilege, nigga. You still had to go to jail. You still had to go be accountable for what them people said. You know what I'm saying? They heard about you. They didn't stand behind you like, no, that ain't him. We ain't trying to hear that because we know he ain't did that. They ain't do none of that.
People be thinking that stuff ain't gonna catch up to him.
People be thinking, I don't even know how people still think that the police could even be their friends. The police expose them every time when they get done with them. How you think everybody be knowing who snitches and who ain't? If the police really was trying to hide that and they would hide that. No, they'd be like, fuck you and your snitch ass and get your bitch ass out there and get killed. That shit, the shit is designed and set up. Just like that.
Forever.
It's designed and set up just like that.
The police ain't, but the police, from what I understand and what I seen, ain't never respected the snitches. They talk about them the same way other niggas do. Like, yeah, these snitch ass, snitch. They'll pick them up and then drop them off in the op neighborhood, op territory. Especially if they're a gangbanging motherfucker, they'll pick them up, drop off on the other side of town.
Let me give you a cold scenario real quick. And this is actual factuals. And I want you to think about it when I spit it to you and I break it down to you like this, all right?
Word up.
Not too long ago in Chicago, a black commander in the police department went to jail for illegally beating people into confessions and all of this. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. And he went to jail, lost his job, all of that shit. Went to jail behind that shit, got fired, whatever behind it. You feel what I'm saying? Now, let's go back to what I said. I said the black commander. You didn't hear me say no other officer got fired with him. No other officer, nothing. This is the commander. They is big on rank. You got the lieutenant up under him that had to be crooked. You got all of the police officers that was on his force, on his side, had to be crooked and knew that crooked shit was going on and never once said a word. Never blew the whistle.
Mm-hmm.
How he the only one got locked up? He was the commander. What is y'all talking about right now? When y'all take down gangs and y'all take down the head and it's a whole body behind them, y'all stretch your body out. Y'all, this is what y'all do. How in the hell was it still lieutenants, sheriffs, and regular police officers that had their job faithfully and they was up with the illegal shit and it could be proven? He's the commander. He didn't do this shit by himself. You feel what I'm saying? But they'll sweep all that under the rug like we some idiots. This what be going on in Chicago. Chicago, when they say good crooked, y'all watch Chicago PD, that's a mockery. Because they telling you, like, Chicago's so corrupt, we're gonna make a TV series about how the head dude is corrupt for real. You know what I'm saying? But they still get the job done. How, motherfucker? How is that possible? If you're illegal, you're illegal. Right is right,
Period.
wrong is wrong. That's what the fuck y'all teach us. That's what the fuck y'all got us standing behind. This is how we lose our freedom. When we wrong, we wrong. But y'all will say it was a reason for this. Well, if it's means like that, then I feel like everybody should get that. Every human being should get that gray area, because every human being do what they do for a certain reason. You feel me? Now, if some of it is over the top, then they need to go to a mental hospital. They need to live their life out in the mental hospital. Then they mentally couldn't take it. But where the fuck did jail come from as rehabilitation? Where the fuck did locking the nigga up and making money off of him while he's locked up come? Where did the rehabilitation come in that? But again, this commander had a whole squad of team. Nobody went to jail but him, and did nobody ever talk about that? Now, I don't listen. Nah, right is right and wrong is wrong. I check police like I check a regular civilian. If he wrong, he ain't talking to me crazy. Ain't none of that, boy. We gonna get to it. I'm a grown man. But see, shit, everybody ain't moving and stepping like that.
Man, yeah, the police definitely got to stay within they zone, man. But if people don't know better, they'll let them do them all type of ways, and that's how people be getting messed up in the first place.
They break black people laws every day of their life, and black people don't even know the laws that they have, and the police break them every day to get bogus convictions. You know what I'm saying? To get them to do this or that. And this is across the whole United States of America. It's one of their biggest tools. One of the police biggest tools is to lie to people and prey on the fact that they don't know the law.
It's sad. That's sad, man. People got to learn them laws, man. Especially them states, them cities, them here. They got to learn them laws.
I learned a long time ago. Can't give a E to your soul. He goofy cause he never know. Falling in love with them hoes. Get head over heels over dollars. I'm copping a Bentley, I had an Impala. I'm springing, you falling like autumn. You trying to save up for that shit that I bought. It's giving, don't like how you living, cause nigga, you try.